everyone, ATMProps&Cosplay here, back with a brand new video, and it's Storytime, episode 1. I'm going to talk about when I was watching Power Rangers as a kid, when I was getting the toys as a kid. So basically, grew up in the 90s, like a lot of kids did. A lot of us that are still fans of the show, we grew up in the 90s. So basically, my older brother got Power Rangers toys. My brother was born in 85, so he was getting Power Rangers toys. So I got some of those hand-me-downs, like a Tiger Zord. He never got a Power Morpher. For some reason, never did. But he did get a Tiger coin with the Tiger Zord. But I remember watching the show on VHS, watching on TV, and so watching In Space, Lost Galaxy, watching the VHS tapes of like Time Force, watching Let's Be Rescues VHS tapes, watching Wild Force on cable, watching that whole season, watching Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, to SPD all on cable, and then I stopped watching the show. But I had the toys as a kid, so I had In Space toys, I had Galaxy toys. I don't recall getting any Wild Force toys or Time Force or Let's Be Rescue, but I did get those other couple seasons that I talk about. And my auntie was an adult back then, so she had the stuff. She had the magazines putting up the pictures on the walls. She had figures, some figures. She had the original Power Morpher and such, which I do have that original Morpher. I was able to get that from her roughly around 16 years ago, so I was able to get that from her. I have it in my collection, basically. I'm like, that needs to be in my collection because that has sentimental value to me. And also getting her Red Dragon Thunder Zord and then putting it inside my Thunder Megazord as well. And then another story from when I was a kid. This was back in '96, so it was 3 at the time. So I had eye surgery at the time, and my mum was trying to get me to open my eyes. I'm like, no, I'm not opening my eyes. But the only way she could bribe me to open my eyes was to go, oh, there's this toy in the supermarket, and it was a Gold Zeo figure. Which I had the exact same one carded. So she bribed me with that, and I remember seeing the space figures on the shelf. I remember seeing Beetleborgs on the shelf. I can remember the exact location in my Target at the time, back in the 90s, where that stuff was. So it's always been with me, somewhat. So all that history, so it's been part of me for Power Rangers and kept alive. Kept alive when I wasn't watching the show, and when I came back to the show and all that jazz. Going back and getting Power Morphers and basically getting nearly every season's Power Morpher and Zords behind me, and just finding my love for the fandom, and such great stuff. Like remembering some of those great things and seeing those toys, seeing all those MMP on VHS tapes as a kid. So I remember watching them and seeing the movie and such, which I have a playbill over there, a little over there on the side there, framed. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's basically Storytime episode 1, talking about Power Rangers when I was a kid, talking about some of the toys a little bit. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos. And it's Morphin' time!